Welcome back to the Collision Event YouTube channel. My name is Garrett, and Sonic the Hedgehog has been out for almost 2 weeks, which means I am comfortable reviewing this movie and not worrying about spoilers, because there aren't that many in this movie, but I agree that spoilers are bad, so I have not reviewed any movies for a while, because I just want to be able to talk freely as much as I can about this movie, because honestly there's not a lot to talk about. Otherwise, is the problem. This is a perfectly okay children's movie. If you're a small child up to like a preteen, maybe even a teenager, you'll enjoy this movie. You'll have a good time. You'll laugh. Sonic flosses enough to that gives you entertainment if you like flossing. For me, it annoyed me to such an endless degree. I don't know how old Sonic is supposed to be in this movie, is also my problem. We have a young Sonic towards the beginning as like backstory stuff. But even then, I just felt like I don't know how old Sonic is, so when he's childish and everything, he's a child. But then he makes an adult human friend instead of a kid as his sidekick, because, adult humans can actually do things and, drive to get Sonic to San Francisco where he needs to go. So I was fine with that. It was a weird thing. Jim Carrey, once again, fantastic. This gave me vibes that I like his Grinch performance, and I enjoyed it. He's so much fun to watch, and I'm sure he had a great time on set. It was he's really good, Dr. Eggman. I like him a lot. So let's get into my notebook. Those are just brief thoughts. I'm going to go through the movie just like how I used to, but I'm just going to do that. So, after Birds of Prey, we watch Sonic the Hedgehog. We get echidnas at the beginning, which are the species that Knuckles is, and that was fun to see. I think we're going to see more of them in the sequel, because we are going to get a sequel, because this is going to make a lot of money. Maybe not as much money to make back what was spent to fix everything. We'll see if that happens, but if so, cool. If not, oh well, do we really need another Sonic movie? It's an okay video game movie. This is the best Sonic movie we could have gotten, I think. Basically, with how video game movies are, you kind of know what you're going into before. Could be okay. Like, this is on Detective Pikachu level of good. It's perfectly fine. It's just perfectly fine. If you're a kid, you'll love it. Anyways, yeah, the young Sonic looked cool. I bought it as like an age development thing. Damien Dark showed up in this movie, and that was fun. I'm sure he had a blast working with Jim Carrey. I don't know if I could. If I had to be that serious, like the actor did, next to Jim Carrey, and he's going whack-a-mole, crazy, insane person, I would laugh so hard and break mostly every single take. And that's probably why they got who they cast, just because I doubt he could break as much. Possibly, I'm not sure. I don't know. I couldn't do that, is what I'm saying. Yeah, Jim Carrey was great. Marsden and Carrey's scene that they have when they first meet was really, really good. I love the banter between those two leads. It works really well. Ben Schwartz, who did the voice acting for Sonic, it worked a lot, mostly because of how Sonic looked. I think if Sonic didn't get fixed and we got the Sonic that was gross and disgusting, I think it would have come off a little bit immature. Some of these jokes possibly, like, you wouldn't take your kids to see this movie if it was the old Sonic design, is what I'm saying. And that's a big thanks to the fact that the public hated that, and then they decided to spend the money to fix it. That company is supposedly going bankrupt in the process, and hopefully they can come back as a company. Like, I don't want people to lose their jobs just for a movie, but I'm happy they fixed it, because then it made this movie enjoyable, especially on like a good screen. Like, it worked. So, my gripes with this movie tend to be because it's a children's movie, so there's a lot of jokes that aren't really funny. And that's just a normal problem. A lot of it is what Sonic says, though. And I don't like that, because Sonic is our main protagonist, the one we're supposed to, like, follow and everything. And I didn't buy it, how immature he is. Especially when he knows he's not supposed to run around and be seen, but he constantly does it. I guess because he has that much energy and whatnot, so he has to do that. But I mean, once there's tension and drama between Sonic and Marsden, that was good. When they're having the car, when they're talking in the car after they go to the bar, and Marsden admits to Sonic that he wants to leave Green Hills, Montana, I bought it. I genuinely believed that Sonic, who is lonely, is pissed that the person who protects where he lives would give up everything he has there to go do this one thing, and it was good. And then you have a very fun sequence to watch of Dr. Eggman's vehicles slowly becoming smaller and smaller, and it worked. Really worked. The whole ending fight kind of looked like the Flash television show with Sonic running and Eggman following him. That brought me joy. He runs around, creates a sand tornado like the Flash did in episode 1 in the pilot. That was fun to watch. Sonic gets his powers and he starts bouncing around in Green Hills. Like, he gets, like, not full powers, but, like, enough that he knows right now his current limit. And he starts bouncing around like Deku from My Hero Academia in that, and that was fun to see, which is a movie coming out for that, and I will review it once I see it. Anyways, it was fun to watch. The fights were enjoyable for a Sonic fight, and I bought it. It's fun to watch, this movie is, and that really comes down to it. They set the next sequel up really well. Eggman is on a mushroom planet. He has gone bald. He has a full crazy mustache. I hope he kind of, maybe Jim Carrey is okay to putting on some weight, and then he comes back being bigger, like true Eggman shape, and that would work really well for me. And Tails is here, and I wonder if they had to redo all the CG stuff. Did they just do Sonic? Or did they fix everything? Because I wonder if Tails was fucking bad that when they first made this movie. Same with the Echidnas, same with Longclaw. Were they shit from the very beginning? Maybe. I would love to see images. I don't think we'll get those since this is a theatrical release. Maybe we'll do something on a bonus feature of a Blu-ray that I will not buy because I am not the biggest Sonic fan. Really, my Sonic came from McDonald's. They would put out these mini handheld games that had like 2 buttons that you could go this way, middle, or that way. Basically like Temple Run, or kind of, no, it's more like Subway Surfer, where you have like 3 lanes and you have to go from each lane and do stuff. That was my Sonic. I had one with Tails, I had one with Sonic. Those were fun for little kid me. We didn't have a game system growing up. I had a Wii. We didn't buy Sonic things. Also, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. Those are the Sonic characters that I know that are in there. Those are my extent. Probably that's why I didn't enjoy this movie as much. I'm not a big Sonic fan. I have a very limited stuff for him. I remember there's this one image for a game where it looked like Sonic or Knuckles, whoever, or Shadow had like Lego shoes. That brought me a lot of joy, just looking at that. But yeah, most likely if you're a Sonic fan, you will love this movie because it is Sonic in an accurate depiction. And if you're not, I don't know. Do you like kids movies? Do you like action? Do you like comedy? Do you like Jim Carrey? There's a lot of questions as to why you could or could not like this movie. For me, it's just a good 7 out of 10. It's okay. It's not bad. It's a competently shot movie. The sound design is good. The music is fine. It's nothing special, nothing extraordinary. I think if you just had a little bit better decisiveness in where your story was and who your characters were, that would have been better. Maybe if this wasn't made more for kids instead of kids, more for adults, the jokes would have ended a bit better. But I mean, kids are who are gonna go see this movie, and I'm okay with that. So if you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye.